Well, howdy boys and girls, and welcome to a new game on Lens Playground. Another one in English for all of you, my English listeners. American, Scottish, Irish, South African, or wherever you're watching this from. I hope I didn't hurt anybody by not mentioning his country by itself. I already played this game for quite some time in German, but I don't think that you can use these videos, so I'm doing a tiny little bit quicker playthrough in English. I won't have to translate anything for you or tell you what is written on the notes. We're loading me, we're not loading the... You are about to inhabit a broken mind. Not everything you see or hear is trustworthy. That's good to remember. For all our lives, not only for this game. Okay, the old city. I'm not gonna coast through it, but I'm not gonna go as slowly as I was before. But I'm gonna let the game take its time without rushing. As you already can hear, me, is that I'm really getting calm and mellow while playing this. It's just a very calming experience in all its post-apocalyptic beauty. We're here
again. I guess it's time for us to chat, as is our routine. Not to imply that this is unwanted. In fact, I think I'm growing rather fond of you. You and I have shared a grand nothingness, and I feel as though your belly is a suitable embassy amidst the unknown above.
So we're talking to ourselves and are happy that the power is still running in our underground dwelling. There are these notes on the walls that I'm gonna let you read by yourself. I think that was time enough. If not so, you could always pause the game and read it for yourself. I think everybody should experience it for himself. I'm not gonna talk as much as I'm talking when I play Fallout. Hey, you can look through here. Did not notice that the first time around. And I'm not gonna make stupid jokes. Oh, well, I will. Perhaps not as many, but I still will do so. We're gonna go down, down, down. I think we're gonna get to the underground. I don't remember where we're gonna get to.
Do you want me here?
Follow the water.
I know the question must seem odd, if not insulting, but I really must ask. You seem distant as of
Yes,
late.
I am. And I think I do want you here. Because similar as in Stanley's Parable, it's really cool to listen to your soothing voice and your self-doubt. Even your self-doubt. It's really beautiful in here, I think. It's a nice style, nearly realistic. I do not know what this GUO means. I tried to find it out without looking for it, but yet I did not get any new information about it. No, we're not gonna take this weapon to armor up. It's not that kind of game. Come on, let me get down here. Sometimes I'm not able to walk down ladders, but that's just a problem of mine.
Admittedly.
Sweet rave party.
And please do not take offense. Your innards sometimes frighten me. Even in the complete safety of a belly and to myself, there are places like this that I do not want to know.
But we want to know what is up here. You saw that I played it already in German for a few episodes, and I still don't know yet if this character that is talking to us is actually the body that we inhabit, or its mind, or something else, like his insanity personified. Yet I still think this the sign of the Minotaurs that we were reading about previously. But yet I think that it's actually the voice of the body. This here is nice. It's one of Solomon's notes. We're gonna read it in a second. Especially you will be reading it. I hope so, because I really like the notes.
Would you be angry with me if I removed his work? I'm not exactly a fan. Before I assumed this portion of your stomach, he existed as a parasite, eating away at your flesh before making his escape. I'm told that he refused to accept the sustenance you haul in from the outside. Some say he went insane after attempting to live off of the unclean water. Poor fool.
Yeah, this guy, we met him in one of the notes, but not more. Let's read that first. Have fun, it's interesting. We're gonna change to the next one. And now I'm gonna change to the next one. Entry 3 on January 26th. We do not know which year this plays in. Alright, I hope you actually read it. If not so, please scroll back and read it. I'm now gonna present you one of the notes. No, I did not want to push that. I'm gonna present you the first note. It's quite long, but I really think it's worth reading. It mirrors my philosophy quite much. I always gonna skip down one whole page, so when I start scrolling, you should pause. Just gonna go through that. I read it already and I had a fun time doing so. I hope you will have too. I think this is the longest note. The other ones will be a little bit shorter, but not short. Not short at all. Doop 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 doo doop 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 doodum 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 doo noodum 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 doop 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 doo doop 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 doo doo doop 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 doo doop 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 doo doo doop 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 doo doo doop doop doo 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 dum 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 dum. Hopefully you could read it and enjoy my wonderful elevator music that I provided for you. So that you not only have some viewing, but also some auditory pleasure. It's all I'm here for pleasuring you, visually and auditory. Yeah, that sounded way grosser than I hoped for. We're not gonna go in here. I think we can interact with it. Yes, we can. But there was still another route that we did not take yet. Excuse me, today I'm drinking another German beer. This time it's Cappuccino wheat beer. Yeah, I've got some wheat beer these days, not a standard one. Whoop! Okay, no fall damage, obviously. Did not yet try that out. And it suits one of my
I wonder if the dwellers
theories.
would cluster together like rats if they really understood the true value of isolation. All of their pathetic little wars and ridiculous assumptions of superiority would be washed away if they all had their own private labyrinths to roam around in. Granted, they could never understand the importance of the individual, the megalomania of justice in the guild, order, and, yes, even the unknowing. It's far too strong. There really is no point in even attempting dialogue.
Could you please tell me what this means? I do not know this saying. And I do not know the word swill, so perhaps you can tell me. I would be quite happy about it. So there are at least 3 different groups of people clustering together. The guild, the order, and the unknowing. I think this eye that we saw everywhere is the sign of the guild, and these minotaur heads is the sign of the unknowing, which we, I think, are a part of.
As a child, before the lots were cast, my parents moved around a great deal. State of motion was not constant, of course, but it was frequent. Honestly, I loved the newness of it. I loved feeling like a sculpture. Clay added over and over, but with an artist always ready to carve from my form that which I did not require, continually reshaping my psychology. Bags in front of me during the unfortunately early hours before departure. They seem to decrease in number with each successive voyage.
So yeah, he's talking to us again, and we're gonna read some more. Yes, it's something like a note quest in Fallout New Vegas. That's the next one, note 785. So it's about one of the monitors who tried to get further inland and ended up here. They all want to go to the old city, I think, to find their way to cleaner water and some sort of salvation. No, this is not in place in here. We were just reading about Jonah, who is returning to places of his childhood, like home, to ensure his sanity. Look, we've got another poem here. My father showed me in the heaven Sis flies. His wings like the cloud, he darkens the skies. Still, Behemoth is roaming in his desert unknown, the dunes reaching forward where no seed is sown. Under these beasts, neath the depths of abyss, Leviathan's creeping, Sheol's prince of death. Abba guided me onward by the strength of his hand, and let slip between my fingers my grasp of the sand. He wondered, curious, do you know where you are? Indeed, I did not. All I could see was the blue. I told him plainly, does it matter? I'm right here with you. Alright, so this was some nice dwelling down here. Marine themed and a little deplaced, but I think they actually built it in here for some sort of child. Let's go down here and see what we can discover. Alright, we discovered a vast hallway of blackness with a bright light at the end. Shouldn't we? But we want to. We want to experience all of it. All of our journey into insanity. We go into the light and stay there. No, we don't. There's some nice stained glass windows. Some books on the ground. 2 books and no door behind us. 2 books still hold value in a post-apocalyptic world, other than there's someone sitting there. We're gonna go to him, but at first we're gonna look around. What we can... Oh, there are two people sitting there. A woman and a man, and they're both pretty grey. I don't know. They seem to be sitting here for times unknown. But at least they might be happy and content in their gigantic mess hall. Hello dude, can I interact with you? No? Just as you can't interact with your wife over there. Who is eating in silence. I don't know what the significance of this is. They both seem to be stone or cement, perhaps made of salt, like the refugees that didn't made it out of Sodom and Gomorrah, got struck down by God, as it is told in the Bible. Not that I'm in any way...
Please, I cannot swim this deep.
Okay, we're not swimming.
Let me out. Please.
We go. We'll leave. We're leaving. Excuse me. Alright, the door is gone. We're back in here. Is this some kind of memory? I do not know. So I'm not... Okay. The certitude of the ancients comes with a new code, annihilating those deemed anachronistic. Indeed, Dover runs red. So someone took this rat's bloody body and painted the wall red with it, like Dover. And there's something ticking here, under the floorboards, I think. But the further we get away from it, the more silent it gets. I think, yeah. He is one of them who found his salvation in death. Perhaps the rats ate some of his hand. Perhaps it's just stuck to the ground because of old times and sand and stuff. This is another map of the old city. That is this time the other way around. The other one had a green line, and the green line was going from the upper left to the upper right, not the other way around. So, what did we learn this far? We are one of the Minotaurs, I would assume. We can't see our food, and neither the other one. We are following the water to the sources. It's always, in a survival situation, it's always best to follow the water downriver, because then you will sometimes get to any kind of civilization, or so I heard. And you can travel by boat, if you find some. Any boat. We know that Solomon used to live over there, and was not a proud man, but he wasn't too proud at all to tell the one who found his notes that he by himself is more worth just by getting there. And we know that there's no one around, not a single soul. So let's get into this elevator. Without any elevator music this time.
Shall I ascend to your lungs and feel your breath? I think that would be lovely.
This laughter, it seemed more malicious than I remembered. Would you agree? I think it was kind of malicious. So, my dear boys and girls, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to them, us, me, them, I'm glad that you were with me this day, this time, for the first episode of the Old City Leviathan. And I hope that you will come back tomorrow for the second episode. Please leave me a comment, tell me what you think of this game, of my style of narration, or of me having more English videos here on my channel, if you would be interested in watching them. Perhaps a like or even a subscription. Otherwise, have a nice evening, a great day, or a sweet night, whenever you're watching this. And fare thee well.